welcome to the All in Alliance Poker Podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. I'm Lee McDonald Jr.
Chris, the House Woodmancy.
King Marty and the Heezy.
Andi Lynn Tickner.
And joining us for the second time is Mr. Michael Benton. How you doing, Michael?
Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant, yes. That's your new nickname.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't fuck up his name this time.
Yes, there's the first F-bomb. There we go. For
There
fuck's
we
sake.
go. That only took 10 seconds.
There's the second one.
For fuck's sake, Andy.
Just relax, everybody. Everybody needs to chill, relax,
You
need to
relax.
breathe, relax, and please hold the F-bombs to a minimum of 10.
We need to all be Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Yeah, we all need to be Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
That's right. That's right. So this is week number 2 of a 10-week season, and we've got our 20 players. I think we still got 20 players. We've had a couple go missing last week. We tried to get a sub for one, and the other was a complete no-show. So we hope to still have 20, but we're going to have to make some phone calls this week to make sure. I know one of my referrals, Q, was a no-show, unfortunately, and he actually called me later and said he forgot. So
Is he still in?
well, so far he's still in, but I'm gonna call him tomorrow, which is what's tomorrow? Tuesday. I'm gonna call him tomorrow and make sure, and I'm gonna call him again on Thursday to make sure. If he gives me kind of a half-ass answer, I think we need to go fishing for somebody.
Okay.
Maybe ask Tina or Chris, one of them.
Did he pay?
Or you just need a wee wax because you're not going to get your extra chips.
Exactly. Oh yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Who got my other referral chips? I wonder.
You got Sherry.
Yeah. Anywho, so Chris, why don't you give us the rundown of how we did? I think we did a little bit better than you guys' softball tonight.
Yeah, so last week we had a great night. I mean,
Very great night.
yeah. So we had a guy that we don't even know won it. Who won it?
Oh yeah, who won it? Who got misdealt in the final?
But congratulations, his second place. He's the most highlighted man that we need to talk about. Will.
Yeah, Will. Yeah,
And making the second
He's
place.
gonna be a guest, but he backed out. Prick.
Yeah. Third place is your truly, Chris.
Lee,
Sherry.
you need a wee wax.
Marty making the top 5 appearance. Good job, Marty. Sherry, then no name Michael, 8-7. And then Gino back in 8th place, man.
Yeah, he's down.
Wait, is this how we all placed or is this where we're currently placed?
No, it's how we placed last Thursday.
This last Thursday.
Oh, I thought I got like 6.
Andy was not in last place. She's in 10th. She made 10th place.
See, I thought I got like 6. Oh.
So we all on the podcast made top 10. That's awesome.
Top 10. Even my son made top 6.
Did he really? He was
Yep.
6.
Son took 6th place.
Oh, that's right. He subbed. That's right. Damn. So Elijah is ahead. Well, never mind. Okay. So who made 11th?
11 was your son, Peyton.
All right.
Yeah, Gabe, Stephanie, B, Ronnie, Robert, Q. Okay, he wasn't here. My dad, Sue, Brian.
Wait a minute. So Q, who wasn't even here, actually beat other people?
Yep.
Hold on. Jesse wasn't even there and he beat other people.
Wow. That's crazy. All right. And-
Brian went all in like on the second hand, right? To Ryan or something?
yeah, Brian. Oh, yeah, Brian with a B.
Collusion. It's collusion between Brian and Marty.
I'm going to call him Brian with a B.
Brian's
from now
going
on.
there to give Marty or Ryan chips.
Yeah.
Why? Let me ask you a question. When you place in the top 5th, we give you a hard time and everything, but nobody's looking into all your nonsense. All right, you're handling chips. You got chips falling from your titties and all kinds of things, and nobody's saying anything. All right,
Oh, I don't
but all of
even
a sudden, now I brought in a guy that just like I said, that we want to talk shit and bring all the chips to Ryan and I. We don't need those chips. I'm coming after you, Chris.
And I don't even want to bring up the debacle that happened on our final table on Saturday for the other season.
You need to because we didn't hear it.
Oh, man.
It was.
Oh, I checked the cameras. There is a debacle.
There is a debacle.
No, it wasn't. I checked the cameras too. I saw the stuff.
Okay, all you all need to relax.
I think we
I
do
saw the
too,
screen
but
cameras you saw.
I'm going to be a little miffed for
And
quite
like
a few
Chris Saunders,
seasons.
I showed Chris Saunders the same video,
Oh,
same clip because I cut it.
all right.
He
So
said
a
it was clean.
little backstory for you guys and for the listeners. Chris Saunders pretty much got screwed out of a first place placement in the tournament. I hope Tina's listening. She actually was at the dive tonight, so I don't think she is listening. But so it was the whole season played out, and it come down to 3 players: me, Chris Woodmansey, who was actually in the duos league together, and we were up against Chris Saunders. Me and Chris are probably in first and second in chip count, and Chris Saunders is in third. All 3 of us are pretty much all in, or maybe I'm not. I think I may have gotten a lot of chips in the stack, but I wasn't all in, but I folded in the end. So it'll come down to Chris Saunders and Chris, and they get to the end and they reveal Chris Saunders has pocket 7s with 2s on the table, and Chris Woodmansey has an ace high, and he has the same. He's got 2 pair, but there was another pair on the board. There was like 3s and 2s. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know how Chris got in his head, Woodmansey, but he said, I got 2 pair as well with an ace kicker. And then Chris Saunders is like, well, I got 2 pair, but I only got the 7. And so they argued, and Chris Woodmansey won the argument. And he won. He convinced.
I only won it because everyone at the table was agreeing.
He convinced.
Ace high wins.
He actually convinced everybody in the house that he won because his 2 pair had a better kicker with an ace. But Chris Saunders had 7s and 2s, and Chris only had 3s and 2s. And so and we're dead serious. This is how it ended.
Yeah.
So
this is a serious story.
We said that we won the duos league, and then. Well, I left it up to Chris. I kind of got out of it at that point. I was like, okay, whatever. And then Chris Saunders brings it up later. You motherfucker, you lied to me. And he said, I had a bigger pair. He said he had 7s and 2s. And
yeah, he looked it up on his phone. He came back from his phone.
And he got pissed off at us. He was so mad, like, for the next, 2 seasons, he wouldn't let it go. And
2 seasons, yeah.
But the big collusion that happened. Right. I would be pissed too, but the other night, come down to the last 2 hands. This is of course our current season or the previous season that we had. Come down to me and Chris. I don't know what the fuck Chris was doing, but he's dealer. He puts a card in front of him and then proceeds to deal out the rest.
No, I threw you a card. And
I point to him. I said, "What's that card?" And he says, "Oh, this should be yours." And so he switches the first card only, but when you deal out of turn, it technically should be both cards should go to each player.
But
we only flipped one.
Yes.
And I should have called misdeal right there.
It's only if the opponent calls it, and you didn't call it.
So
after that, it became
and not only that, I don't know.
Everybody needs to relax.
So, and not only that, before he deals 3 cards and then puts them on the bottom of the deck. It's on tape.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did. Go back and look.
No, I saw
Go
that.
back and look. And so I should have called misdeal right there. That was my big mistake. So he ends up with ace jack, of course, somehow gets lucky, and I get ace 8. And of course, I'm going to go all in on an ace. And of course, he's got fucking ace jack. So,
well, wait. Can we back? Sorry, Lee. Can we back up a little bit? How far into the game was this?
This is the final.
This is Michael. Michael was there the whole time. He watched the whole thing happen.
Right, but okay. So this isn't like the second hand. This is like the final hand.
The last hand, the final hand of the final.
Chris had me about 1 million to 700.
No. Okay, that I just wanted to get clarification. That's all.
Yeah. So that was the last hand. He ended up winning first. And I took second.
So real quick, I think we're allowed to vote no confidence based off of integrity issues as a collective group. However, here's a positive for you, Chris. We're still going to use your house for the tournament. Is that okay? I mean, for the season league. So you still have to host, but you can't play any more cards because we can't trust your ass.
I did it. That's all the video. I'm clean.
No, that was the worst deal.
Even Chris Saunders, the most enticing by the book player.
I guarantee you get Chris Saunders on here as guest, and he's going to call full of shit.
He already called me about it. He called me after he saw the video.
Chris Saunders already submitted it to What Would You Do? Like on that fucking TV show. So we already know you're full of shit.
Oh, man.
He literally told me, I wish I could call him right now.
So Chris has 2 wins under his belt, a half a win with me and a full win last season, both with asterisks. So there's an asterisk behind both wins.
Okay, if I have an asterisk, you have an asterisk. Then.
Well, wait, say that again?
If I have an asterisk.
No, the word asterisk.
You're an actress doing what?
If I have an asterisk next to my name, that means Lee has an asterisk.
You can't officially have an asterisk if you can say it, so I can say it.
Asterisk.
Can you spell it?
Yeah, spell it.
ASTROID.
Dead silence. Can you spell it? Dead silence.
No. Hold on. Let me write it. Hold on.
FUCK.
Hey, Google, spell asterisk.
Yeah.
There we go. See?
So that was our final table that we had for the previous season. It is Facebook Live, so it is saved this time. We did not use Twitch. Twitch has some stupid ass bug that you can't save your recordings anymore unless
you have to be a
partner.
Well, here, real quick, let me ask y'all a question, Michael. In terms of just how the final table was, how the play was it aggressive? Were you watching? I heard through the grapevine that you were kind of playing a little bit differently than you normally play too. Tell me a little bit about that.
No, it was not aggressive, but everybody's really conservative. It was good. Everybody played tight at first, except for Ronnie. Ronnie played pretty loose. That's probably why he's the first one out.
I was about to say he was the first one out because of that.
Chris. I mean, in all fairness, I kept telling everybody the same thing. Chris was down. He was the low man first, and I kept telling everybody that and they already know it. He knows how to play a low stack. He left a couple of weeks ago. He was down to 40,000, and next thing you know, he comes back with 6 million chips. And so I wanted to knock him out when he was down, but I couldn't get him to do it with me.
Damn it, Michael. We gave you the script. All you have to do is fucking read it. Jesus Christ.
But I learned some things from Chris. I learned how to deal from the bottom of the deck. I never seen anybody do that.
No shit. No.
Hey, we all know why he offers long sleeve shirts as the collective bunch of the fucking clothing. So
that's too hot. It's too. I don't offer that. It's too hot. I wouldn't wear that. Too hot to wear that.
No, it was a good game. It was a good final table. A lot of strategy. It went back and forth. What was really weird, though, the final four was the final four into the final standings. A little bit of reversed order as far as the chips, but it was the final four in the final standings was the final four at the.
I think it was final five actually. Josue,
that's pretty cool,
wasn't he?
That's pretty cool.
It was.
Who?
I think Josue was fifth. I think it was final five.
Josue was fifth going in and fifth going out.
Yeah. And Ryan was fourth going in.
Third going out.
No, Ryan was first. Ryan was first going in.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it was good up to fifth. I got you.
Yeah, it was good up to fifth.
And then Ryan screwed it up. He should have taken first out of the whole thing.
Michael was third going in, third going out.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Ryan screwed it up because he was first and he should have taken first.
And I was only one card away from going head to head because I can't remember what you and I had, Lee, right? You had one card over me and none of us paired when we went all in, right?
Yeah, you had King 5. I had Ace 3.
Yeah. And that's Ace took it. Yeah. So, because I had you covered by 10,000 chips, so I would have knocked you out, and then it'd been Chris and I. So I was one card away from head-to-head with Chris and his under the deck dealing.
But you didn't go away right after. You were still alive even after like 2 blinds, I think, wasn't it? 2 blinds?
Yeah, I had 10,000 chips, and I doubled them up twice.
He doubled up twice.
Yeah. So it almost was
lock, right? You're going all in.
Then he was big blind, so he had no choice but to call me, and I was little blind.
Yeah.
So I had no choice but to like.
Oh, then you were dealer that round too. That's right.
Oh, you were dealer, Lee. I was a little blind.
Just like you dealt that hand, and then you dealt the winning hand. So that's kind of weird.
How's that possible?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah,
it was your turn as dealer.
No, it wasn't. You were dealing the hand I beat Michael.
You dealt both.
No, I didn't. It's check the camera. Check the camera.
Hey guys, y'all want to know what sucked the most is today when I showed up softball. Andy was like, "So, how'd you do this fucking weekend? Apparently, you got dead last." I was like, "In what?" And she goes, "In the final table." I was like, "I wasn't in the fucking final table. What are you talking about?" So like, there's nothing worse than not making the final table, but then getting dead last rubbed in your face that you weren't even there. That sucked too. So
yeah,
I'd rather make dead last on the final table than not making it at all. So everybody needs to relax and move on with our lives.
If I can rub a little salt in the wound, though, not only did Marty not make the table, Chris announced at the beginning of the night that this was the best table ever to make the finals.
It's only because you were there, Michael, and he wanted to make you feel good about yourself. So everybody needs to relax.
I brought a good luck charm, though. I did. And if I did play differently, people
I was saying that his girlfriend was telling him how to play.
She whispered in his ear all night long.
He was like,
He was like, the sooner you get out, the sooner I get
It's
to
like for some
ride
reason
you.
the table was moving. It's like, why
Yeah.
is it moving? Oh, he doesn't have any hands under the table, so I wonder why.
He was trying to adjust his diaper. That's what the problem is.
Oh,
Make it is. That wasn't an age joke. That was sitting at a poker table long ago.
Not
My bad.
anymore. He doesn't have
Michael,
a diaper anymore.
that's not what I meant. Michael, that's not what I meant.
However, if they were concerned about Christy telling the price, that concern was quickly assuaged when I showed them that Christy's got a cheat sheet to tell her what beats what.
oh,
Yeah, that's right. She showed me at the very end.
She showed you them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She showed me how.
The
She
film
was
is
at my
ruined.
house all Sunday, and I didn't even get to see anything.
Wow. I'm surprised you didn't ask
I'm shocked you didn't come over.
or come. Yeah.
On Saturday?
You came over last Saturday, like the last duo league that we had.
The last final?
It was Sunday, first of all, and it was because I was watching the live stream, and I was like, "You bitches are fucking it up." It's like with this one, I didn't even turn it on.
With us having somewhat of a decent IT guy on staff, you would think we wouldn't have to hang that shit from the ceiling fan. Something would make adjustments, but we have yet to find that IT guy. So
Oh, yeah.
I found the mount. I found the mount, right? And we had it.
Mounted.
Yeah, we had it mount. We had what? We had.
I could only see three players. I couldn't see the other three or four.
Flames Lee's phone. All right.
That wasn't my phone. It was supposed to sway. Well, yeah, it was. Part of it was my phone. Part of it was my phone.
Yeah, I'm about to say it was your phone.
No, we can't even get Andy to watch. So I guess why bother? I mean, it's like y'all only a part of the podcast. I mean, you'd figure you'd watch, but never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe there's some jealousy factor there, but everybody needs to wax and move on to the next segment.
I think we had like 5 people.
Damn.
5 people watching.
Yeah, we did. We actually had, when I went back and looked at it, we had 20 people watching it. So
Yeah,
Okay, so you need to toot your own horn, milk your own cow. Like, move on to the next segment.
yeah.
Well, to be fair, I put on play on my iPad and I left it in the office and I wasn't even near it. So
We need to get glasses like Ryan.
Just
Like
kidding.
all 6 of us or 8 of us at the final table wear the Ryan glasses
stream it on
and stream
glasses?
it and have a rolling stream between all 6.
Yes.
So when it goes one hand, it goes to the next, to the next. Oh, that'd be badass. I love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be the best.
We should just clip it.
We just clip it out.
Yeah.
So wait, that's actually wait. Okay, this is sorry to
Oh,
interrupt.
we can stay in the segment now? All right.
Wait, no. So that's actually a genius idea that I can potentially pitch my company as an invention.
What? Me? A genius idea? No.
No, because my
that'd be
company's
amazing.
chips are in the Ray-Ban glasses, so I can potentially pitch that as like, instead of like the WSOP under the table, if you have everyone wearing the Ray-Ban glasses, then you can like, instead of under the table, you can have them as a look at their cards.
No, I'd rather do under the table.
I want my glasses to look like Fossil Man. I want to have the reptile eyes.
Oh, I'd love that. Great.
hey, can I get a camera visor instead? I'm just kidding.
Oh, hey, that might not be bad.
So glad that I got shit on my parade there, but okay.
Wait.
That is
That was a great idea, and I like it.
idea, Andy. That was a great idea.
No, I'm taking credit for that idea. She can take credit for doing it. That was my idea.
Wait.
It was your idea.
Comments? Lee, did you see all the comments that was on there?
I did. I couldn't believe it. There's like 40 comments.
Yes. I was like, I see.
They were saying how I got ripped off, and I agreed with all
they
that.
were. No, they didn't. They didn't.
No, they're all 40
Congratulations. I read the comments.
There were all 40 comments said how I got ripped off and not why I shouldn't have demanded that we kept going.
Oh, like softball tonight?
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, I don't even know if we should call it softball. I mean, that was.
You weren't
pretty-
even there, Lee. Don't even fucking try to chime in.
That was pretty pathetic. I mean, I was driving home. I was like, okay, they got to have their first win of the night. They can't go 0-4 or whatever it is. So, well, I guess apparently I was wrong. So,
Anyway, next segment.
Well, I mean, I kind of like the softball segment. I mean, we already probed Mike once, so I don't know if we can probe him again.
I want you to really
Okay, first of all,
challenge me.
he goes by Michael, not Mike.
Okay, Michael, excuse me. I'm sorry.
I want you to use the biggest probes you can. I want you to really challenge me this time.
Oh, wow. All right. Hey, Chris, you got Raquis ready?
is that what you're naming him?
That's his name, yes.
I haven't gave him a name.
That's his name, Raquis. He lives in your
Is that,
video.
is
Go
that
find
boy's
him.
name? Is that boy's name?
Yeah, that's that's a certain.
We're not gonna go down that path.
Yes, thank you, Marty. Thank you for the.
We're good.
It sounds like queefing.
Jesus Christ.
I can't help it. You got queefing on the brain.
Is it? Am I wrong?
No,
No.
Raquis is like a.
Marty,
never mind.
Marty, you can't blame Andy for this one.
Nope, not even a little bit.
Nope.
Okay.
This is Dilbert's fault. Hey, it's that sound you make with underneath the belly button gap, that space when it hits the air.
Oh,
And the
that.
hot summer day after mowing your grass.
Hey, while
doing
we're
it
getting
now.
Raquis
Doing it
out
now.
here for the questions,
Doing it now.
what did
Hold on.
what did everybody get
Nope,
hit
not working.
wise?
Not working.
Come on, get it to work. All right, while we're getting Raquis, he's apparently good to sleep. What did everybody get hit wise? Marty, what'd you get?
I was 2 for 3.
2 or 3? It's not bad. All right, it's better.
Yeah, I got a pop fly on the first one, so.
Oh, that
was
sucks.
2 for 3.
That's why Karina was mad at you.
And I got 3 RBIs, so.
Oh, okay. You had to make up for it. Okay.
Yep.
Michael,
I scored twice. I was 0 for 1 with the walk with the fielder's choice.
and you scored with Christie, so you got 3 scores.
No.
All right, so
I'll tell you what, the one with Christie didn't take as much effort as running from first to home. Right?
Wait. She rode you. Nice. Congratulations.
whoa.
Hey, but hold on. To be fair, he still had his glove on, so.
The
I wanted to throw up.
Yeah,
I wanted to throw up after running that from first to home. I wanted to throw up both times.
twice. Yeah. What did Chris do while he's getting Raquis? What did Chris do?
I went 2 for 3. I went 2 for 3.
2 for 3. Really? What did Camilla do?
1 for 3.
1 for 3, and then saved the best for last.
Andy.
Andy,
Pretty sure I went 0 for 1 and almost got ejected.
you were
It's 0 for 2. You got 2 strikeouts. So
2 strikeouts.
No,
Wait a
I
minute.
walked and then struck out.
you struck out twice. You struck out twice.
No, I did not strike out twice.
Yes,
I mean,
we all called. You were called out.
three times.
Yeah, you
All right,
all
Marty and Chris, did I actually strike out twice?
Yes,
did.
the first time you got upset with them and then you ended the game. Yes.
Poor Marty, he had to answer.
That was the only time I struck out. I was at the
No,
bottom of
the
the
one
batting
before
order.
The one
No, you
before
struck out
you hit the
before
front of
that.
the plate, you were
When you
upset
almost-
about.
Wait, when you got
All right,
almost-
fine. I went 0 for 2 with a walk.
Man, this is worse
okay.
than Porcelain Corner. Jesus.
But you made up for it by great fielding, right? You had perfect fielding.
Well,
I only had one play
did play the
on that.
second. Yeah.
Okay.
I
there
only
you
had one
go.
play and I played well. Yeah.
See, you don't win championships unless you play great defense. So,
And she had a killer slide.
yes, she
Oh,
did.
my.
She did slide.
when you get a walk and you slide into first, that there's nothing that beats that.
No girl slides in at first of all.
Oh yeah.
Second of all, I slid in a second knowing I was going to be out, but I slid low cleat. So I'd cleat her so she couldn't turn second, but not high cleat so I didn't hurt her.
Did you say you got low clitoris?
That was my fielder's choice, by the way. I hit the ball to third, and they threw her out at second.
Oh, Michael, did you do that on purpose?
Wait, no, I'm talking me sliding. That's not
I know.
fielder's.
Yeah, it is. It's fielder's choice. They could have went to first. That's what it's called, a fielder's choice. They could have went to second or first. They went to second.
Yeah, they went the easy out. They took the easy out.
Right, but that's not your fielder's choice.
No,
You're not playing the field.
right.
No, he's talking about fielder choice to their point of view.
That's why it's not a hit. I didn't get a hit. That's why I said it was 0 for 1.
Oh, I'm like, wait, you or not? Okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine. But no, people were like, actually, Chris or Marty or somebody's like, or Ryan A or whatever was like, why'd you even slide? And I was like, oh, I intentionally slid into her cleats, just not high cleated.
Yeah. I knew what you were doing. I knew.
To protect me at first, make sure I got the first. They couldn't tell
Yeah.
one play.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew what you were doing too. I was looking out for you though. I just like, man, don't even like put yourself in that situation because that shit sucks.
Well, you have all seen me slide. I don't slide half-ass. Like,
No, you're right. You slide all side. Oh, you mean like your actual side? Yeah. No, you do it. You're a great slider, by the way, for real.
not swinger, but slider, yeah.
I was about to say. There's like some statement there.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, can you get your fucking head out of your ass, Chris? Jesus
All right,
Christ.
what did I say?
We're waiting for you to probe Michael.
Mr. Raquis.
Are you ready for me? Okay.
We've lost 3 subscribers since that moment of time where you fell asleep.
They shut our website down and everything.
No, the website's still open. We only have 3 weeks before it goes live on the blog. So
Oh, well, the check didn't clear, so we got to wait.
All right, let's go. Ready?
no. Chris paid with nickels. He went there and paid with nickels.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my God, like the time that Marty paid my softball or his softball fee in dollars.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. I was like, because by the way, I love giving Andi a hard time. First of all, I love giving Andi a hard time because she she fronts all the money and the league, whatever it is, she sets up the league, she does all the things, and then she has to like track people down for money. And I told her, I was like, hey, just remind me. And then, the last couple of times she's like, hey, I hadn't played a game yet at that time yet. So she's like, hey, have you paid yet? Have you paid? I was like, oh, my bad. I'll give it to you today. Well, I was leaving the house and I was like, shit, I don't want to go to the bank. I was like, but I got all these ones because we were playing blackjack. I was like, man, let me just I gave her like $58 in ones, and she was so fucking mad at me for doing it.
Because everybody plays blackjack in ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's coming to
Andy, when he gave you the money, did it smell kind of bitchy?
All right. Yeah. First of all, we're talking about a home game in blackjack, guys. Not everybody's rich and can go to the casino.
Yeah, it all came from Karina. So no, it all smelled like pristine.
And what I did not bet him is my prerogative.
It was from Karina, and it all smelled pristine.
No, she's on the 20s when I'm
at the ones.
When I'm throwing them at her. By the way, kudos to Karina. She just brought me a cocktail. Fucking awesome.
Oh, wow.
I will say though, the fact that Karina came to poker, and then I'm like looking at her, I'm like, Camilla, fuck, Karina.
What?
She called her Camilla. That's great.
Karina came to poker one time, and that'll be the last time she get. She's like, I kept getting called Camilla all night.
Andy ruined it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
All right, Chris.
All right.
Yeah. Let's get it nice and hot. I'm back. Raquis is here.
Oh my God.
Hey guys. I'm sorry.
Why do you sound like queefing?
Because I know how to get that queef going. Alright, guys. Tonight guest is a repeat. Michael liked it so much that he come back for a second round.
Wait, why are you talking in slow motion?
Yeah, I know.
I'm making love to the mic.
Well, oh my God. Well, get it out of your throat and talk like a normal human being.
It's a 2-hour podcast now.
What? Alright. Well, this is my 10 minutes of fame. So let me get down and dirty.
All right, start the timer. 10 minutes.
Let me make love to the show.
Clock.
All clock.
Everybody needs to relax, but I'm a little traumatized by the clock from today.
Relax, Michael. Relax.
Matter what from today?
Sit down. All right.
I've heard if you relax, it just goes in easier.
Yeah. I heard about this blue chew. I'm going to take some right now.
Oh my God.
Hey, first of all, if you're already out of breath before taking Blue Chew, I wouldn't recommend it. Let's do that.
I just got a pump on. Okay. That's why I'm out of breath. All right. I did some push-ups. All right. All right, Michael. Get down. Bend you over. Spread them. Because the questions are coming in hot. So, Michael, I heard you were here last Saturday. Too bad you didn't come down and say hi. So, Michael.
Yes.
How was your experience Saturday night?
You know what? It was great. It was a really fun night. Great company, great strategies. It was really fun night. No drama, a lot of jokes, some serious play, and let the chips fall.
And no women.
No
women.
Yep. Christy was there with me.
Yep.
No, playing on the table.
It was a man.
Oh, yeah. No, that was what you guys did Sunday night.
So Michael, man, I heard that you had a wet dream about my boy Chris and Lee.
Yeah, that's
Is that true?
He did it.
That's not true. I woke up the day of the championship and I thought about what I would do if I was at the final table and it was just the three of us. And as it turned out, it was the three of us. And it didn't turn out the way I thought, but I wondered how I would play because let's face it. I mean, everybody at the table was great, but you two are perennial there. Ryan is a phenomenal, but he's on or off. So I figured there was a really good chance you two would be there. And I just wanted to be there with you guys. And I didn't go vision, but I kind of thought if I could be there with two other people, it was going to be you and Lee. And then I wondered how I would play.
So if he had a threesome, he wanted it with Chris and me. So
Yes.
Oh, holy shit. Guys, real quick. I'm reading the comments. First of all, what up, Steph? But, hey, isn't Woody Jesse?
Oh, yeah.
He just said Michael cheated. LOL.
Thanks for listening, Jesse.
Lee took Jesse out.
Okay, everybody needs to relax.
Yes.
You need to remind Jesse that Lee's the one who took him out.
No, I did take Jesse out. I apologize for that, Jesse.
That was a dick move.
That was a dick move. Yeah.
Oh, you're the big dick.
Say, hey, Raquis, I gave you some time to catch your breath. Carry on.
Thank you. So, Michael, I heard from Chris the other night that what's the most embarrassing? Taking third on a Saturday night or losing to an 8-year-old kid with the most wins?
Okay, so if we're gonna mix both nights, the Thursday night, I think if Chris was on, if we can get Chris back, he'll tell you I was rocking it. I was winning like every other hand starting the game. And,
Please don't throw that against an 8-year-old child.
Oh my God. Who thinks that?
I'm just saying, like, you let an 8-year-old boy, my nephew, win more hands.
Wait a minute, you're brothers with Chris? You're Chris's brother?
let me tell you, your nephew was a hell of a player.
That's where the hair comes from.
There is no shame. There is no shame in your nephew.
How many hands did you win Thursday night?
I witnessed your nephew just beat the shit out of his father one night so bad he ended up calling his dad Chris.
Oh,
Yeah, there's no shame. There's no shame in your nephew beating me.
I love it.
But I looked at the standings that I know he was subbing for someone, but he still beat you in the standings.
Oh,
As it turns out, your nephew, week 1, I was 10, he was 11. Week 2, I was 7, and he was 6. So yeah.
An age?
Hey, who did Elijah sub in for last week?
Sherry, I think. Sherry?
He did for Sherry. Oh,
Wow, that's why Carrie moved up.
No, Sherry.
Sherry.
But Sherry is not in our league.
Sherry is in our league.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sherry's not married to Carrie. That's not bad.
Yeah, we got a Carrie and a Sherry and a Harry.
And then we got Lee.
And then
Sherry,
there's Lee.
Harry, Lee,
Now, Michael,
Harry.
home that Saturday.
Daddy, Jesse,
Daddy. Oh yeah, Daddy.
B,
Brian with the B.
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Marty.
All right.
Andy.
Sorry. This is fun.
Mr.
Mama's hitting her bedtime limit.
Oh,
So-
God.
So,
Oh,
Michael,
yeah,
Jesus
Kamala is.
Christ.
Kamala. Really? Kamala is? Or are you really talking about Karina?
Oh, it's not Karina's bedtime yet.
so
Go ahead,
we're
Raquis.
home that Saturday night after you took their plays and just
Yeah.
realized that you shouldn't be playing poker. So, how did you sleep that night? Did you have any dreams about me and Lee just pounding you?
Wait, you Raquis, you didn't play with us.
No, you know what I did when I got home? I rewatched a lot of the hands, and I decided if I am lucky enough to make it to the table next time, that once I secure top 5, I'm going to go for broke and go for the bracelet, because I don't really care about win, place, or show anymore. I don't care about placing or showing. I want to win next time. So it was a good learning experience. I got to learn a lot from you guys and learn how to deal from the bottom of the deck. See, I thought the cut card was an automatic thing. I didn't know it was optional.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the card's in the bottom. Yeah, just like the last hand.
Chris won legitimately. So, all right. But, all right, Michael, now let's get down and dirty. Last question. So, if you can go head to head with one person at the final table,
Ew, head to head.
who would have it been?
Ronnie?
Why do you pick Ronnie?
I'll tell you why. Because first of all, I love Ronnie to death. He gets all my jokes. But Ronnie, I don't know.
Is that because you guys are close in age?
I knew someone was terrible. I knew that was coming up. I was just waiting.
Ronnie, he calls a lot, but he doesn't raise a lot, right? So I just think it'd be fun because you never know what he's got. He calls, and then next thing you know, he's got an ace high flush or something. But yeah, you just never know what he's got. He's fun. He's fun to play with, and he you can tell he enjoys it. He has a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. He likes my jokes. So yeah, I'd pick Ronnie.
You know what I always thought was intriguing is there's a lot of older people that I play with.
Chris.
What's that?
Welcome back, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris. No, this is Lee. But anyway, one thing I found intriguing about Ronnie is that because I play a lot of with a lot of old people at the Beaver League and our league, everyone has a hard time looking at the cards on the table. They can't see it. It's too far away.
Yeah.
He could sit at the end of the freaking table, look at the other end of the table, and know what the fucking cards are. And I'm like, how does he see that far? And I have a hard time seeing that far. And I'm 40.
That's a superpower.
Yeah, I think it's just like I don't know what the hell it is. He's got Ryan glasses on or something. But anyway, go ahead.
But to finish the question, I would like. There's so many people. I like playing with Gabe. Gabe's a lot of fun to play with. Gino's.
He wasn't at the final table.
Oh, if you're talking the final table, who I want to go head to head with?
You said Ronnie. He was at the final table.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Ronnie. Yeah.
Okay, but Michael, I'm gonna ask you another question, similar to the last one. Now, how excited were you when Ronnie was out, Jesse was out, B was out, Josue, and then Ryan? How did that just light you up inside? Like, yeah, these suckers, these fucking idiots.
Oh my God.
How they flies.
They are not suckers. They earned it.
There was a minute there. I told Christy there was a minute there where I had a lot of chips. I said, you know what? I could actually win this thing. I think I walked in a little bit, being a little intimidated. I won't next round. But no, when all those people were out, when I realized it was just me, you, or me, Chris, Lee, and Ryan, I'm like, you know what? I got just as good a chance to win this thing as anybody else.
But you did.
Didn't turn out that way, but I had a chance. I was one card away from facing your brother and had the best.
All right, Michael. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming back to my little naughty room, my little lucky square.
That's our secret. Okay. Yep.
I hope we see you back. I hope you make it to the final table of the Summer Bash Season 9. So come back.
If I do, tell your brother I'm going for the bracelet next time.
I hope.
Hey, Michael, you need to relax.
Hey, aren't you going to ask him the question that you normally ask everybody? Who does he want to see at the final table this season?
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Michael.
Marty, first of all, relax.
Jesus Christ.
Michael, anyone in this season, who do you want to make it to the final table? I'm only taking 7.
And I can pick myself?
7. So
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I definitely want Chris and Lee again because I want another crack at them. You know what? It's hard to say. I did think the table was lacking because Marty wasn't there, but I was the least talented player at the table, so Mark would have replaced me, I think. And I like playing B. B is just such a good. You guys call him Mr. Competitor. I just think he's Mr. Discipline. He's so disciplined, except when he's got his 7 deuce. Sorry, B, if you're listening to this, I got to call you out. He lost 300,000 in chips to Lee trying to chase a 7 deuce. But let's see. So what I got? I got Chris, Lee, B,
and you, 4 people.
Me, Marty.
Oh, 5. That's 5.
Ryan.
Oh, 6. One more.
And then I'm going to go. There's so many of the people, but I'm going to go with Andi.
Hey.
Oh.
Wyatt, I'm first out. You're welcome.
It's got nothing to do with. I called everybody on this call. I got everybody on this call. That's got nothing to do with it.
That's the most I've ever heard.
But Gino, Gabe is such a tremendous player. Jesse is a tremendous player. Jesse kills me because he wants a free card every time. He wants nobody to bet. He wants check. He wants a free card unless he's got a high flush or something. But yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I guess his 4th son, just kind of slipped through, I guess.
Well, I hope you make a streak of going to the final table.
You're streaking.
I think he ended his streak last.
What are you talking about? I've played in fucking 3.
His streak lasted 2 seasons. He made his last few, then he didn't miss it. He didn't make it this 8th season, so his streak is now down to 0.
Dude, I'm 2 for 2 on final seasons, and then I missed 3 games.
It starts over.
I missed 3 games on my fucking last. Okay, I see.
5. 3 out of 5 minutes.
Michael, you have a 1 final table streak. So congratulations.
If you indulge me for 1 second, there might be an explanation to Marty's follies because he picked me to sub for him every time he made the final table in those tournaments. And this tournament, I couldn't sub for him because I was my own player, so he didn't make it. Is it a coincidence? I don't know. You have to figure that out.
Yeah, he brought. For Chris was out there the day of I needed a sub, and he asked the mailman. He's like, "Hey, can you just sit in here and just bet in on a random time?" As a matter of fact, when I yell time, bet in, all in, and that's what happened. 3 weeks out of the 5 weeks. So,
Hey, I do have a serious question. Since this was my first year, did anybody get credit for referring me, or did I just because I was a sub, nobody got credit?
Wow.
I didn't get referral credit. No.
You should have.
That's the second person did get referral credit.
Actually, I'm gonna trump that shit because the only reason any of you bitches know Michael is because of me.
Oh, really?
Why didn't you get chips?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, but that's not how that works, Andrew. Though.
You guys, what's up? What?
Yeah.
The only reason he played the night that you quote unquote then referred him, then quote unquote re-referred him is because of me.
So no, but I had asked him before that if he wanted to join, and then I had asked him if he could sub after that. So,
But guys, the main question is who was fucking Michael at this time?
Oh God.
here's a stash. Yeah, I'm stepping out. Hey, this is the fucking referral tips.
Andy wins.
Yeah.
No. I think my hand wins that one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, at that point when Michael was
Not relevant, guys.
to be fair, when you all met me and Michael, Michael and I were not together anymore. He was with Christy.
Yeah.
He brought Christy. So
Christy came in on the picture, huh? Okay.
so Marty invited to the night that I met Chris and Lee. So
that great night. If I remember right, I think Michael was sitting to your left, and you knocked him out.
okay, we're not bringing this up again. Okay, like
That's like my
y'all
favorite
are, like,
thing to bring
y'all
up.
are squirreling. So can we
Relax,
try
Andy.
go
Relax,
on?
Andy. Don't get ejected. Don't get ejected, Andy.
Ejaculated.
Okay, everybody needs a wee wax.
I love bringing up that night because actually that night was brought
That's the
up.
night that I seen Ryan drunk. I never seen Ryan.
Oh, he was wasted. I loved it.
Ryan was so drunk that night.
We actually talked about that night
We
before
had
we
an
went to our
offline
final
conversation
table.
about the most drunk I've ever seen him. But the point is, oh my goodness.
Say it now.
Oh my
Say it proud.
goodness. And we have 2 miniature schnauzers that want to be part of the podcast.
Hey,
Hey, I do have a bone to pick for y'all about that night, by the way.
oh yeah, what is it?
Yeah, so you guys came in. I mean, like everybody rolled in. Was that wasn't the same night I did the bottle thing, was it?
Yes, it was the same
Yes,
night.
it was.
All margarita mixers.
Yeah, but you guys are supposed to bring a bottle, even though you don't drink. You're supposed to bring a bottle for the
Not
squad.
one of us brought a bottle.
And y'all didn't participate in that, and it fucked all the numbers up.
It
Yeah,
did.
he told us it was
What they did is they rolled in there like they were from Chesterfield South and rolled
Exactly. They fucked the whole process up. So I had to I had like an extra bottle. I had to give away a bottle. It was a whole clusterfuck.
Marty Marty didn't believe me. I said, "Hey, I'll bring my whole crew over." He's like,
Remember
"Oh, go
that
for it."
one time that we did the Porcelain Corner?
Oh yeah, I remember
Jesus
the first time.
Christ.
Hey, real quick though, for those who don't get the reference, Chesterfield South is from the movie Rounders.
Rounders.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. Andy, she made my friends list when she gave me her free bottle. A free bottle. Like, she didn't even know me that night. She gave me a free bottle of TX whiskey.
And you guys took her winnings from her. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, I felt so bad that she didn't win nothing, but then she's like, here you go. Here's a free bottle of TX whiskey. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
We asked her to split. We offered a chop pot with her.
She didn't know what the fuck that meant.
Did she know the rest of the story, Lee? How you guys winked and y'all ganged up on her? Did she know about that or not?
We offered a chop. That's
She already stopped. She didn't understand what that meant.
that. Well, no,
And guys, by the way, y'all winked at me too, and I still haven't found the house money that y'all left me somewhere. I know there was a cut somewhere. I haven't seen it yet. And I think I keep a pretty clean house, so I'm just saying.
Oh my God! But yeah,
It's between the cushions on your right side couch.
Nope, been there, cleaned it, bro. So, all right. So as Andy alluded, we got to get on to the next segment. So welcome to the Porcelain Corner. This is the segment where we like to just talk shit and start shit. That's pretty much what it boils down to. We pick each week the winners and losers at our own opinion. Doesn't matter. There's no rhyme or reason as to why or who we pick. And every week we kind of tally it up as the winners. And it's kind of hard to do this because there's 20 players. There's 20 great players. It's anybody's week, any given Thursday, right? So the cool thing about it is I won last season. I'm in the lead this season, and it doesn't seem like anybody's going to kick me out of that spot. So I don't give a shit. So here we go. Michael, since you're our guest for this week, you get to pick winner and loser for this next week, week 2.
Loser, I'm going to go with Q because I don't know if he's going to show up. So I'm just going to take an out.
Isn't it technically week 3?
The odds are forever in your favor.
But if he doesn't show up, you have to pick another one.
It is week 3.
Isn't it yeah, it's week 3. Okay.
Yeah, it's week 3. It's week 3.
And then I'm going to go with my last winner. I'm going to. It's time for Gabe. Gabe's too good of a player to be on a losing streak like this. So I'm going to say Gabe's going to win again.
So you have Q and Gabe.
Q and Gabe.
Okay. All right, Andy, you're up. I like your picks, by the way.
Wait, if Q isn't there, who do you have?
It doesn't matter. He's part of the league.
Yeah, because even if he's not there, he's going to have a sub or not. And if he doesn't have a sub, then I win by default, right?
Does that
How
count?
about Stephanie and Carrie?
Okay, Stephanie to win or Carrie to win?
Yeah, no, it's so vague.
Win, lose.
No,
Okay, so Stephanie to win.
Who to win?
Stephanie.
Oh, Carrie's a good player, Andy. Carrie's a really good player.
And Carrie to lose. Okay.
Nobody fucking asked you, Michael.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
No, don't say Andy.
Serve them lobster, and then you can say what you want to them.
Good.
Lobster,
night.
steak, and elk. By the way.
By the
Wait,
way.
who has elk just lying around in the freezer like that?
Shit.
Good night. What's it like to be rich?
Elk was great. I never had elk before. It was
Hey,
tremendous.
does everybody want to come back to my house for some stingray sandwiches this month?
Yes, I do.
Come on.
No,
let's go.
actually, it's because he
What's this pretty?
offered and was willing. Well, not didn't offer. He volunteered to help put up the TV last weekend, which ended up being shattered. And then him and Christy came over this weekend to fix it.
Damn. Mike.
I'll take your audio.
Hey, Marty, I'm
Michael,
gonna come over and build that shed for you.
Let's go. Hey, Michael, so you went over there and fucked their first TV up, and then you helped them with the second one. You had to rebuy them?
I'm so glad. I'm so
And
glad you
the
said
audio.
TV in there, Marty. I'm so
Wait,
glad
did
you said
fuck the second
TV.
one?
Because if you
Yeah,
hadn't
I
said
did.
TV,
I caught it. All right, Lee.
Christy was
Lee,
there.
you're up.
my first out is going to be only because she's never played with us. Sherry, my referral, is going to be out. Again, only because she has never played with us. And my winner is going to be Ryan. Ryan.
There we go.
Ryan? You vote for Ryan to win?
Yes, because he's going to be butthurt that he took fourth place in the finals, and he's just coming out strong. All business, all
Hey,
business.
guys, I just want you to see from the chat. Stephanie said y'all act like she should have picked me to lose. Did y'all forget I have one of the rings?
Exactly, bitches.
Wait, hold on. You can't deal your own cards and buy your own fucking rings, just so you know. That's not how that works.
Stephanie, I said for you to win, sweetheart.
You can't set the house on fire and then take credit for calling the fire department.
For an insurance claim.
Ask Cam on that one.
All right, so we got Chris.
Inside joke?
All right.
No, no. But I'll tell you later.
My win is going to be a man,
Chips or pants.
a big
We
grown.
won.
It's going to be,
Has shit or pants before?
it's going to be Gino. Oh.
Okay.
Solid.
And?
Jeopardy music?
My loser of the night is going to be,
Drum roll?
Camilla.
yeah.
Which is Karina?
Dang it, man.
Camilla is now Karina.
My loser is going to be
Elijah.
Ryan.
Ryan is going
No, Brian with the B.
Brian with a B?
Oh, Brian with a B, yeah.
Oh,
Forget that,
shit.
The guy who got out last week, first time.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what this is made for. So, all right, here we go.
He's not playing this week. I think he said he's a sub this week, guys.
Oh,
Yep.
Chris
Yep.
knew that, too.
He knew that.
All right, so you got to pick a backup.
All right.
No, you get fake participants.
All right, whoever his sub is then.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. My picks for this week is, you know what? He's been riding the high this whole thing, and it kind of makes me think that he's in somewhat of a groove. So I'm going to go ahead and pick him, Chris, the house, Woodmansey,
out first?
for the L. Yep, I'm taking him.
Wow, Mr.
Yep.
Ice cream.
0 shits given, too. How about that? So here we go.
Ice cream. Eat up that ice cream.
You vote me to lose.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you right now. I'm picking my list for winners. Hang on just a second. All right, so here you go.
Everyone needs to relax.
We need to watch
and-
him when
and-
Brent's sitting on the bottom of the deck.
You are delirious.
And you know what, Michael? I picked you last time and to win. I think that hit you kind of low because you weren't winning any hands. So I'm picking you again this week to win. Let's fucking go, Michael.
Thank you.
I would be scared if I was you, Chris, because Marty's the only one that has been getting any picks on this porcelain corner.
That's right, motherfucker.
Not this week. He's not gonna get nothing.
Oh, it's my goal. If I'm at your table, your ass is going out first.
How about we put a bounty on Chris? Let's all chip in $5 to put a bounty
Hey,
on
Marty,
Chris.
don't get me wrong. I remember when we met at your table, I took you out the first hand.
The what?
I took you out the very first hand when I went to your table.
When are you talking about at the end of the whole tournament?
Yes.
Nobody gives a shit about that. I was already in the top 8.
Okay.
You're not hurting anybody's feelings.
One hand. I put you all there, and I'm like, boom.
Okay, well here, hey, tell the hand. Tell how you won the hand.
Dealing from the bottom of the hand.
Yeah, start out.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Something was suited, and I hit the flesh on it.
Yeah. He came in there. He had like 3-9 suited, and he was like, "I don't even know why I'm in this hand. It's Tuesday. I feel good. I'm high. Whatever the case is." So,
I'm already pushing. In. And then,
yeah.
Wow.
It's okay. I got my picks in. So here we go, guys. I appreciate y'all joining the Porcelain Corner. Thank y'all for talking shit with me.
Hey, Marty, thank you. Indulge me for 1 second because you did mention about how I couldn't win. So I want to go over that for just 1 second. I went an hour and a half without winning a hand, and finally I decided to bluff one hand, and Chris just couldn't let me have it. He had to call. So Chris and I split. So I didn't win a hand until after the first break. So my main motivation after the break was to make sure that Chris could not bring on the podcast how Michael didn't win a hand, because he was bringing people over to the table, letting them know Michael hasn't won a hand all night.
Hey, Michael, I'm going to tell you something. What I just realized when you were just talking right now, I was at that same fucking seat at that same table the week before, and I didn't get one hand that was playable, with the exception of pair of 4s, the whole before the first break even happened. Yeah, and Kerry can attest to that.
Marty, you're going to love this, Tim. You're going to love this. If that's a cursed seat, guess what I get to do this week?
Seat swap. Let's go.
Hey.
So Christopher is going to take that seat.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, I forgot to put it. You can't choose the host.
Oh, bullshit.
Hey, if you can do with your feet and cheat that way, we can choose you as a fucking seat swap.
Hey, they told me I can switch any 2 people. So everything I see, I can switch with Chris. Right?
Exactly. That's not a part of the rules. See, there you go. You get to do.
Hey, by the way, Stephanie said she would pick me to win and Michael to lose. LOL this week.
Oh.
Stephanie, much love.
I love it.
Much love. And you won second place.
I'm putting that down as a pick.
You won second place on the Beaver League last night, so good job, Steph.
Oh, congratulations, Steph.
Be the 5th one out this Thursday.
5th.
Yeah.
All right, I got something really serious. I'm chipping in 5. I'm hoping that I got some more people in on this. I'm going to put a bounty. We can maybe start this as a regular thing, but I'm putting a bounty on Chris to go out first, so that way Marty fulfills his pick. $5. If anybody else wants to chip in,
not gonna happen. Stephanie, stop it.
If anybody eliminates Chris in the whole league first, you get the bounty on Chris, but he's got to go.
You
out
sound
first.
like my dad, Lee. My dad.
Hey, I'll add $5 to that.
All right, it's $10 so far.
Hey, and by the way, hey Michael, just so you know, Stephanie said because you called her a honey last week, that's the reason. LOL.
I called her a honey.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair with Chris, if you win the whole night, if you go first, you can collect the bounty.
Deal.
But you got to go first. You got to go out first to have that person win the bounty, or you got to win first for you to win the bounty.
Well, either way, I don't lose money. So.
All right. So me and Marty so far.
Tell Stephanie, honey is short for honey badger.
It's $10 so far.
My dad just said, "I'll call that."
All right, so Jesse's in for 5, so that's 15. If anybody else wants to chip in, we're going to make the announcement before we start Thursday night. So, Chris, if you go out first, that person gets.
I brought y'all together in my house.
Hey, don't worry. We already established we're still going to use your house after you're gone, so don't worry about it.
This is only bringing us all together, Chris. This is making us more unique.
It's camaraderie. It's camaraderie.
It's how much we love you.
Camilla's in on this too. I think she just chipped in $5 herself.
Hey, hold on, right there. Cling. Yeah, there it is. It got Zelled right now. Damn, she gave $20. She gave $20.
Easy money. Oh, look, she put in the chat. Easy money.
No, I wouldn't doubt that because, usually when she's like, "Hurry up and get out so you can come lay down with me."
Oh please! God. Oh my God!
I can't deny it. She wants me to get out so I can start being
vitamin D.
Hey, Chris. Stephanie said she loves you, gummy buddy. So
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, she said,
Hey guys, if you'll indulge me one more second, that's because this has been a nice, relaxed podcast. I'm going to remind you, this is a second PG podcast, and both of them with me on there. So there might be something here. When I'm not on this podcast, it's pretty raunchy.
What the fuck did you just say?
There you go. You got to back it up.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what makes it good horror movie is cuss words, gore, and titties flying around everywhere. Just so you know, like
that's so.
And there's Chris's pigeons again, ready to close the podcast now.
Boobs are fun.
Even though they're crows, we all know that, but he doesn't know the difference.
Water's wet, the sky's blue, and boobs are fun.
How did you do? Did you go poker tonight, Lee?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
But you want to talk about our softball?
I thought you were going to talk about everything else, but you want to talk about that?
I had to get out early so I could make it home for this podcast. So I had to go all in early. Yeah.
Hey, Lee, the mayor of Pokertown goes, "Oh man, you lost your house. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, how was poker today? We don't want to talk about that right now."
Yeah. Oh, and it was Tina.
What was your hand?
I tried to bluff on Tina, and she's the one that got me out.
Oh, inner circle killer.
She kicked my ass tonight, and she was showing a lot too. I mean, not just hands; she was showing a lot.
See, to me, that's why I don't. I mean, when we played at what was it, the Tavern, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we played there, you wanted to sit at the same table, so that's why I didn't want to sit at the same table.
Oh, really?
We were knocking each other out left and right. I don't want that.
You didn't like me. I thought that's what it was.
No, it has nothing to do with it.
Hey, this bring up what happened. Like I think 2 days ago when Stephanie won.
Yeah, Stephanie whooped ass. She she sat at a different table, and she shat her pants when she sat with Phil and Fady and all the big sharks, but she survived them all. She had ace queen on one hand, and the flop come queen something, and she won with trips, and there was some people all in on it, and she politely called them and kicked their ass and knocked them out. And so then they broke up that table, and she came to my table. We kind of didn't play much hands and waited for other people to play, but we both kept all our big stacks of chips, and we both made it to the final table. And she had a much bigger stack than I did, and I went all in on the second hand of the final table and lost, so I sucked there. But I got the points.
Hey, can I ask you a question about that, real quick? When you say quietly called, it's not a slow roll. Is it? Was she just trying to rope him in, or
it can be a slow roll? But no, that one it
was deliberate.
She called, but it was kind of like, I already know I won, so I'm just going to call. So it's kind of like one of the when you say quietly call, it's kind of like you got it.
I got you. Okay.
So
hey, Chris, I got a question. Seriously, how's your dad doing? He was in pretty bad shape. His voice.
Oh yeah, he had no voice.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard from him since Saturday, but he's.
We didn't hear him at all on Saturday.
He seems pretty damn active right now.
Yeah, he is. How you doing, Jesse? Tell us how you're doing.
Hope you're feeling better, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I had a son like Chris, I'd be faking illnesses all the time. Fucking stay away from you guys.
Okay. He had the upper respiratory infection. He says.
Yeah, he was there Saturday, but we still didn't hear him, so we haven't heard from him in a while.
What's a layer respiratory? Is that in the chests?
No, it's in the penis.
Oh no!
What?
You're breathing through your penis?
No, lower respiratory infection is a penis.
Okay, the PG guy.
You're trying to resuscitate Camilla with your penis?
Yes.
I don't know. I heard him say asterisk in there, and I fell asleep.
There goes the PG. There goes the PG.
Oh yeah, my dad says still no voice, so I'm not talking. Hopefully he's there Thursday. Hopefully he's there Thursday.
Oh my God! I hope I'm at the same table as him too, and he can't talk. That'd be great.
I mean, poker, you don't need words to talk. You just got. I mean, everything's verbal, and then this hand signal. So
no, but
tell you what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, Jesse needs to talk. Look, there he is. His fingers are speaking loudly.
So I can see my dad come in with a whiteboard and a marker and just talking.
Love you too, bro.
Smoke signals. All right, that's our 5 minutes.
I mean, congrats to Stephanie. She's part of the AIA member community, so congrats, Stephanie.
Yeah, we won 6 out of 7 nights last week for the poker or the Beaver League at the Jack's Tavern and the Dive. So congrats.
And then you, Lee, keep going, keep on winning, supporting the AIA. Hopefully you wear your shirts out there so you can support the AIA.
Wait, what? Hey, we don't have any AIA shirts.
I know, they're all like
shirts, Chris.
What are you talking about?
Come in.
Well, can I get them by Thursday? Because I want to get the chips for this Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris?
Or you got to come up with some kind of a costume.
Costume?
There's no theme for this week, but there will be a theme next week if we decide to all vote to play. We will be taking a vote on Thursday if we're wanting to play on July 3rd.
Hey, you know what? If you probably focus on instead a little bit less on your 13 personalities and fucking voices for the podcast and focus on the hats and stuff and shirts and stuff, we be rocking and rolling, representing.
We will.
What's up?
Working.
What's up?
Rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling. That's
All
that old wrestling.
We are going to take a vote to play on July 3rd. If we do play on July 3rd, we will have a theme of a 4th of July theme. So,
Hey, your dad said I got the shirts when I was doing them.
Yeah. Well, we know what we know what Gabe's going to wear on July 3rd.
Oh, God, yeah.
mm-hmm. But no, hopefully get the shirts in. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna need a sub if we do the 3rd as well.
okay. I mean, we're all vote. We don't have to do the 3rd at all. We can just vote off and take a week off. So
We can take a week off and then we'll do 4th of July the next week. We'll do 4th of July theme next week, even though it'll be the 10th of July.
no, we're not going to do the 4th of July.
If Gary's listening or his wife's listening, I need her to sub for me on the 10th.
Oh, you need a sub for the 10th. Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, yeah.
I'm going to be in Alabama. I'm going to be in Beast territory.
Alabama.
All right.
Why not?
Oh, hey, Michael, I have somebody for you. Don't worry, I got somebody.
That's not
Yeah, second one.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so we're going to take a vote. If majority votes no, then we're not going to have it. So, I mean, we're just going to play like that. So,
I got you. All right, go ahead. Take us out today. Andy. Just kidding. I think she fell asleep. All right, go ahead, Lee.
Chris, go ahead.
hi, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in for our All In Alliance podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. We do truly appreciate y'all listening and tuning in, being a live chat audience for us. We truly appreciate it. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Lee. And thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Jennifer.
For being on here today and hearing talk shit to each other and doing fun little activities. Tune in for next week as we see who's leading the 4th week of the going into the 4th week of the Poker League of the Summer Bash theme event. Tune in who's gonna make the top 7 futurely in the future Poker League. So
In the future?
be there. If you do not come back, you will be like Andy striking out.
Relax. Say goodnight, Jennifer.
Peace out.
All right.
Oh, these hits have been made.
Nice. All right. Y'all have a good relaxing night.
Yes, relax, guys. Andy, relax.
And there's silence. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Bye. Good night. Night, y'all.
Good night.
Night, Daddy. Love you. Stephanie. Night.
He said Big Daddy?
No, he's talking about his real dad.
Nice, Jennifer.
Good night, Raquis.
Good night.
You went 2 for 3. I can't believe it.
See you there soon.
I'll give you my husband back. Thank you very much.
Uh-oh. Time for some vitamin D.
Sweet dream. Oh, what the fuck? Shut the front door.
Come on.
Ugh. Good night, gentlemen.